my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori if you're new. I'm so excited and happy that you're here. We are starting a weekend reading vlog today. I am very excited about the current book that I'm reading. We're gonna walk and talk because I actually need to make a coffee right now. So today is Thursday. I like to start my weekend reading vlogs on Thursdays because I have a weird work schedule. So Thursdays are my Fridays and then I have Friday and Saturday off. So like in my brain it makes sense,
but it probably doesn't actually make sense.
So I'm currently reading The Darkest Night by Alessa Thorne. And if you want a knife to throat, enemies to lovers book, you have to read this. It's on Kindle Unlimited. It is the first book in a series where I think there are a couple books that are already released. It is so good. It's a mix between Tomb Raider and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So our two main characters are both acquirers, I guess you could call them. They, for the most part, illegally acquire very valuable artifacts, like mythical treasures and stuff like that. And they're both incredible at what they do. They're both like the best, but they've burned each other and they have this game where they like sabotage each other and steal the artifact that the other one is like going after. Our main girly character is also like such a badass and she's obsessed with knives, and so it's very like there's a lot of like knife play and stuff like that. It's very smutty right from the first chapter, and this first book is only 250 pages-ish, so everything is moving very, very fast. So we very well might be binge reading that series this weekend. I'm so hyped for this book right now. Other than that, I really don't have any plans for this weekend, but yeah, it's gonna be a very mellow reading weekend. Okay, besties, I'm 100 pages now into Darkest Night, and the way that I am obsessed with this book, like, I have been waiting for a book to hit me like this. Most recently, it was like Daughter of No Worlds. I felt the same way where I'm just absolutely obsessed, but because these books are so short, you can just like read them so fast and so much happens in like each chapter. So I'm absolutely loving it. I'm eating it up. Big call outs that I have right now. So I think I already mentioned this, but the way that Athena is obsessed with knives, it's like her thing. She like loves knives. She's a sneaky, stealthy girl. Like she loves like ancient, really expensive knives. And so Khan gifts her this 15th century dagger and she's like over the moon about it. She's like obsessed with it and it's just so cute. The other thing that I'm absolutely loving about this book is the dialogue. So the banter between all of the characters, like not only our two love interests, Athena and Khan, but so Athena's dad is also this like crazy like assassin mercenary person. Then there's like these two hacker people who are so funny, and then there's one other like mercenary guy. So now they're like all a team and they're on this mission to basically kill these secret chiefs of this magical society, and magic is extremely rare and taboo, and this magical society, these secret chiefs are now basically the only people in the world who can like do magic, and they're using it like not for the right purposes. So they've all banded together and it's one of those like found family type tropes with exquisite banter. Like it's just so fun to read. They're working together, but like they don't all really like each other that much. And so I'm obsessed with this. I really want to try to finish this book today, even though I started it today, because I like need to know what happens. I need to breathe. I am like hyperventilating. Last night I read up to page a little over 150 in The Darkest Night, and I'm still absolutely loving it. Like I cannot wait to finish that book today and then just jump right into the second book. I think because I'm in such a reading mood and I'm loving the series so much, I think I would like to finish the second book today. Like I would feel so accomplished with my weekend if I completed this series. That being said, we have to be productive before we start reading today. I'm going to incentivize my productiveness with reading these books that I'm absolutely obsessed with. So We need to go to the car wash today because my car is so dirty. I also need to go food shopping, and then we're gonna come home and read. I think that's the plan. So I'm going to do this cute hairstyle that I saw on TikTok, obviously, because I see everything on TikTok and I'm obsessed with it. We're gonna give it a try because I need my hair up and out of my face for the car wash because I have to like vacuum my car and stuff too afterwards. That's gonna have to do. I think it looks a little cute. We're gonna give it a go. I'm gonna put my vest on because it's kind of chilly. All right, let's go do the things. Hi bestie queens. So we just got back from dinner. We had some fantastic barbecue. Just took JMO for his walk and I'm wearing my Romantasy Reader sweatshirt and I only have like 40 minutes left in my book. So we are about to read, finish this book, potentially start the next one. Let's go. We have news, my friends. First of all, the coffee that I made this morning, absolutely amazing. Second of all, we finished Darkest Night last night. It was so much fun. I will say, like, I did get a little bit bored in the middle there, like 3/4 of the way through. I got a little bit bored, which I was slightly concerned about because that book was like 250 pages, but the ending, so good. And so now I've moved on to the second book in the series, which is called Sharpest Edge. It's called Sharpest Edge, second book in the Mercenaries and Magic series. I didn't know it was called that. The first book really set up the plot and the backstory for all of our characters, right, as a book one in a series does. The second book is kind of picking up where the last book left off with the plot. However, it's following different characters in our little spy crew. So this book is following Isabella and her backstory. She is like the hacker girl for the crew, and she's like really good at what she does, which is so cute. And then it's following Silas, who is like a father figure for Athena, who is one of our main characters and the love interest in the first book. So they're chasing after like a different big bad, but it's still in the same secret society, like secret chief or whatever they call them. I'm only 30 pages into it. I read up to chapter 5. And I've loved learning about Isabella's backstory. I really love Silas. He is such a DILF. Like, he is giving Dilfy Dilf vibes. Con is a vibe, but Silas is next level. So I'm very, very excited to read about Silas. And Isabella, I think it's gonna be a really fun time. Before I'm able to continue reading, I'm moving my coffee out of the way so I don't knock it over. I have to film my February, I don't have to, I get to film my February bullet journal spread. So that's what I'm all set up to do. I have my tripod all set. I just wanted to give you a reading update before I get into all this now. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna drink this amazing coffee. I'm gonna listen to my T Swiftie, and I'll update a little bit later. Now 8:30 p.m. I was able to read a little bit more of The Sharpest Edge, and I just needed to give this update because I am even more obsessed with book 2 than I was with book 1. Like the tension and okay, there's actually a miscommunication trope, or like there was like a slight miscommunication trope in the beginning of this book. If you know me, you know that I hate a miscommunication trope, but in this, it was stunning. They both thought that like the other one didn't like each other, and the way that the tension built, and then their first smutty scene, I was like on the floor. It was so good. I am obsessed with Silas and Isabella. I think even more so than I was with Athena and Con. Like Athena and Con, I love them. Athena is also such a badass main character. I am in love with her. But my plans for the rest of the night is to read this book, and it's, like I mentioned, it's only 8:30, so I have a lot of time before I need to go to bed. I'm so excited. If I could finish this tonight, best night ever. Happy Sunday. Apologies that I didn't do like a little talky chatty check-in earlier, but today has just been such a productive day. I'm trying to start off the week really strong. So it's been a laundry day, a dishes day, a reading day, because I just finished The Sharpest Edge and it was so good. I also went to the gym today, which I think you would have seen like at least one little clip. It's been such a great day. So I just finished The Sharpest Edge and I had to do a check-in because I think I liked the second book even more than the first one, because we already like had our base understanding of who all the characters were, a little bit about their backstories. There's some characters that we're still learning about where there's so much intrigue. I cannot wait for them to be the focus of the third book, because I'm dying. I am like on the edge of my seat. It was so good. Let me collect my thoughts. There is such an unconventional found family dynamic in these books that I am obsessed with, because I love found family, but they're so dysfunctional, but in like the perfect way that it makes them functional. I'm like giddy with happiness over these books. One thing I will say, they're very formulaic. Like there's definitely a formula that our author uses, Alyssa Thorne, when she's writing these books. The couple, there's like drama with the couple, introducing like their dynamic. Then the middle of the book is them like working through it, getting to know each other more. A lot of smut in the first two parts, and then the last part of the book is all like plot drama. But that being said, I don't even care that there's a formula going on with these books, because number one, they're so short, they're so fun. I love the pacing, they're super fast. Obviously they're all like 250 pages or less. The smut is perfection, but also the plot is so juicy. Like I mean, I haven't been really trying to like dissect the plot by any means, but like it's keeping me on my toes. I think the plot twists are really fun. So I'm Live, Laugh, Loving, and I'm about to start the last book in the series, which is also the shortest. It's 230 pages, so like just a little bit shorter. And this last one is called The Toughest Deal. Besties, it is now Monday. Not me just like making it a pattern of carrying out my weekend reading vlogs into Mondays.
But it's fine.
So last night I read up to 25% in The Toughest Deal, which is the third book in the Mercenaries and Magic series. Very interesting. It seems like the main characters that this third book is focusing on, at least so far, is Julian and I think her name is Alton, I don't know. She's this like very mysterious character that's been in the other two books that is kind of this like ancient being. She's like the most dangerous person in Istanbul, which is where like all of their like safe houses are of our main crew, which is interesting that they call her and acknowledge her as the most dangerous person in Istanbul, because all of our main crew are ruthless, well-trained, assassin, mercenary people, and it's like, she's the most dangerous one. So she's been very interesting. I was not expecting her to be like a focus in this third book, but she is, along with Julian, who's this other, he's kind of like a retired mercenary who now sells all of their stolen artifacts and goods on like the black market type thing. So plot twist right from the very beginning. However, there was a lot of setup for Leo and Dante, and in the Goodreads description for The Toughest Deal, it says that it's a male-male romance. So I have a feeling that this third book is going to be kind of following both Leo and Dante and Julian and Alton. One thing that I think is really amazing about this book series is the sexual representation of the characters, because we have kind of like a male-male romance. Julian, everyone kind of jokes about Julian because they're like, oh, he'll go for anything. Like, he is just a sexual being and he's flirty with everyone. It doesn't matter any gender, like he is just like an open, very fluid person, and I think that that's really fun. And then I kind of feel like Alton is the same way, because she's still very mysterious, but they make her seem like she's this like ancient being of some sort. It's just a vibe. Like these books have been so sexually fluid, and I think that that's what makes them even more fun to read and just like obsessed. Like, I'm absolutely obsessed. I need to read more of Alessa Thorne. That is the ultimate conclusion from this. I'm about to go down to the gym. I need to walk my mile for the day, and then I'm gonna train legs. But I'm hoping that while I walk on the treadmill, I will be able to read my Kindle and bring that down with me. I've never tried to read while I'm walking on the treadmill, so it might not work out. However, if I could discover that I have the treadmill walking reading skill,
the game is over.
Like, I'm going to be next level reading walking queen. Besties, I am here on this fine Tuesday to close out this weekend reading vlog. We finished The Toughest Deal, gave it 4 stars. The series is just so good, and it's so simple, and the smut is perfection. Like, everything just works, and I'm enjoying it for what it is. Like, it is not a literary experience, but it is such a fun romance between all of the different couples that we've gotten to experience. All of them incredible. Smut, 10 out of 10. Plot twists, very interesting. Like, I am very intrigued, and I just learned that there are 4 books in this series. The next book is coming out in March. I will absolutely be reading it. That one is going to be fully Leo and Dante's story. So I forget if I mentioned this from my last check-in, but we did get a Leo and Dante scene. However, the majority of this third book is Julian and Alton, which is a very interesting perspective, because Alton and Julian, I really appreciated them actually being the third book instead of Leo and Dante. As much as I can't wait to experience the Leo and Dante dedicated book, I think it was helpful because where I was like binge reading this series, Alton and Julian are still in this kind of like found family mercenary dysfunctional group. However, they're a little bit outside of it. They're like slightly removed, and so the things that are going on with them, it was almost like a refreshing, like a palate cleanser, if you will, with this third book being a little bit more separated from the main group, because we still get the banter and the interaction with everyone, but it mostly focuses on those two, which and it was different. And I needed that while I was binge reading this series. One thing that I did learn during this vlog though, I definitely lost steam with this third book. I am not usually a binge reader of series. I wish that I could because I have so many fantasy series that I want to read this year. However, I have realized that I need a little bit of time to leave the author's like brain. Like I need at least one book in between each book in a series so that I have a chance to miss the characters, to miss the story, to get my maximum level of enjoyment out of a series. If y'all feel the same way, let me know. Or if you're a binge reader and you can just like absolutely binge read a series, let me know as well because I'm so jelly. That being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I post every Sunday and Thursday, and I also do a bunch of bullet journal content. So I will see you in my next one, friends.